No, this is a great film. This was originally going to be on our horror sci-fi night, but sort of with sort of time-wise, we moved it to tonight. It's a dystopian future, and are you involved in the making of the film, apart from being in it and the main star?
So I had some input on the script. I play the main character Lily, and to be honest, I've never been very good at producing or directing. That was all up to the amazing producers and directors that we had. But I was very much involved in sort of the representation of blindness. If it's not obvious, I'm blind, got a cane, that kind of thing. Went and filmed it in New York, which is absolutely amazing. And my sister, who's just helped me up now, she was also there. It's really wonderful to have her.
Wow, I didn't realise it was filmed in New York. How did you sort of end up filming it over there?
So it's quite funny actually. We were on holiday in Malaysia visiting just for a bit, and then me and my sister went back to England for about less than 24 hours, I'm pretty sure. And then we just went off to New York just to film this thing for a couple of days, and we stayed in the director's apartment, which was really, really nice. And yeah, it was quite an insane few days, to be honest. Like, a lot of it was quite surreal.
Okay, fantastic. And there's quite a few nice special effects in there with screens and so on. Mm-hmm. And so how did the production crew or whatever do the special effects with the screens and so on?
Well, there was a lot of people standing outside windows, waving things, and it was on quite a tight budget, so we couldn't have like loads of special effects. There was one point in the script where we wanted to have a helicopter, but it wasn't really going to work, unfortunately. We didn't have enough money. But yeah, it was just a sense of being creative and inventive. We had a really amazing props designer and special effects artists, and I really admire them for the work they did. I had no idea how they did it because I wasn't involved in that side of things. But sadly, none of the production crew can be here because they're all filming something else in New York. So they can't be here, sadly.
Well, you did an amazing job to get all these people together to make such a great film. What's your plans for the film? Where would you want to go from here?
So I suppose the eventual goal would be to make a proper feature film out of it. We really love the story. I personally really love the characterization, and I love the way that it was set. I mean, it's very dystopian. Sadly, it's not very far-fetched, unfortunately, because of how the world is going at the moment.
True.
And it's about climate change, and to be honest, we just want to spread the story as far as possible, and I think the reason it means so much to me is that my character's blind, and I'm obviously blind as well, so I feel like spreading that representation is incredibly, incredibly important to me, and I want to be able to do that as much as possible.
Are you going forward more as an actress, or do you want to get more into production?
Yeah, so I want to get into screenwriting and script writing. I also want to definitely carry on with acting. I want to be in more sci-fi shows and sci-fi productions because I found a real love for it in the past, and obviously with Here Comes Frieda too. And I think I just want to sort of broaden my horizons as much as I can. I'm studying at university at the moment, so just trying to see where life takes me, really.
Well, you're doing an amazing job so far. I know you've not seen the film, but given the story so far, any questions from the audience at all? No? Okay. Anything that you want to tell us about the film and the process of making it?
Yeah, I'd say a big thing for me was that I wanted to do my own stunts. So there are a couple of sort of fight sequences in the film, and I really wanted to do them myself. I was very adamant that we would do that, and we went through a lot of blocking to do that. I wore a lot of, well, what I call armour, I suppose, lots of pads, lots of sort of body protection, and I really, really wanted to be as independent as possible with that and work with the crew to make that possible. So I'd say if any of you are directors here or producers, if you could involve disabled people in your work, in your films, in your production, our voices are incredibly important, and I really want to see more representation done because we've got a lot to give, and I think it's important that people listen to us.
I think just clap that. Amazing. What issues have you found in going through? So presumably you've casted for other parts.
Yeah.
What issues have you come across when being a blind person?
Typically, I've been patronised quite a lot. I've been infantilised, which is really sad because I know that we're capable of doing a lot. the industry still has quite a lot to go, and if you're ever going to write a blind character into a film script, please don't make them feel people's faces. It's weird and creepy, and no one really likes it. So yeah, please don't do that. But also just remember that we are human. I remember I auditioned for a part and got passed up for a sighted actress, which really hurt because the character themselves was blind. And I just know that whoever, fair play to them, but whoever played that part, I haven't watched it because I was just like, I can't bring myself to, but whoever played that part wouldn't have been able to give the same authenticity that I can and that so many of my other peers can. So it's really important that we get that representation right, otherwise we're not going to move forward as an industry or as a society.
Absolutely brilliant. Do you hope that this film will put that across more and get that message across?
I hope so. Basically, I want to just prove that my character can be badass, but is also disabled and isn't gonna let that stand in her way. And I just want to prove that we're not as sort of meek and weak as people might assume we are, which is why the fight scenes are so important to me, because I want to show that we can do that.
Absolutely. I'm so proud that we've got your film and had your story tonight. I'm
very grateful that it's been shown. I think we can only go forward from here.
Absolutely. Huge round of applause for Ellie. Incredible story. Thank you very much indeed. With all everything going